All right, welcome back from the nesting video. Let's go ahead and actually create something applicable here. So I'm going to just make some space to work just because I like a lot of extra space. And again, white space doesn't matter. We know that, right? So let's create a new paragraph in here and let's automatically close that paragraph tag. And in here, let's write lorem, hit tab, and we get some lorem ipsum, just like we've done before. Now, if we want to bold some text, you think it would be the word bold. It's not quite that intuitive, but it's pretty close. We just use the B tag. So we could do B, and let's bold the first 4 letters, or words rather. And so I've got a P tag, a paragraph, and nested as a child element is the bold element. And so I saved that, and if I go over to Google Chrome and hit refresh, you can actually see that my text here is bold and the rest is not bold. Okay, so this is nesting, and this is actually getting into something a little more interesting, a little more useful, a little more applicable to actually learning HTML. Next, let's go ahead and let's italicize. So italicize to make something sort of, actually this is a good example. Whatever I did there made this italics. So it's sort of kind of handwriting-ish. Let's go ahead and add an I element to these 3 words. And so if I refresh the page, which ones do we have here? Culpa iustu, I'm not even gonna try to say that, but it's these 3 words here. And if I hit refresh, we can see that that has now automatically changed. Lastly, we have underline, and really it's the exact same thing. So you'd think it would be underline, but it's not. We use sort of shorthand when it comes to HTML, and we just say U. It's the U element. And again, that has an opening and closing tag. All 3 of these have opening and closing tags. So I'm going to save that, come back here, hit refresh, and we can see this is now underlined. Now, where this gets really, really interesting is we can create another paragraph and lorem, and you see how fast this is getting because I have that tab completion. If I wanted to make this bold, italic, and underlined, and let's just get rid of this. Let's do only 1 line instead of 2 or 3 sentences there. Let's just do 1 sentence. I could say B, hit tab, makes bold for me. And then it wants me to put my text in here. Well, that's nice, but what I'm going to do here is just grab all of that. I'm going to hit Control X or Command X on Mac. That just cuts it into my clipboard. And then Control V or Command V, as in violet, to paste. And so when I save, refresh, we're going to see we now have a bold sentence. Now, if we wanted to make this italics as well, it's not BI for bold italics, it's just B, and then inside of it, we say I. So then we can go over here, hit tab to indent that some more, and /I. One thing to note too is your text might actually scroll way off the screen over here. You can go into your settings and you can change your word wrapping or your text wrapping settings so that it breaks automatically onto a new line. So you can see that this whole thing for me is line 27, even though it's spanning multiple lines. That's just so it's not one long line right across the page and I have to scroll left and right. Okay, so I added a paragraph, bold, italics. Let's go ahead, save and refresh. And now this is bold and italicized. So that's working out pretty nicely. Lastly, let's add a U element. And I just move that text up real quick. Go ahead, save that file, refresh, and now we can see it's bold, italic, and underlined. But there is a rule here. Your inner tag, your innermost tag, has to have an innermost closing tag. So if the last one you have is a U, the first closing tag is a U. If the second element that you have here is an I, the second last one is a /I. Same thing with bold. So we start with bold up here, and we close. And you can actually see, and this is why I indented it like this, is so that you can see that these match up this way. You always want your elements to match up this way. Funny things can happen if you don't match your opening and closing tags. That's pretty important. So at this point, if you want to go ahead and give this a shot, let's try nesting a paragraph. So create a paragraph element, then bold your text, italicize your text, underline your text, and it doesn't matter if it's bold, italic, or underline, or any other order. It could be italic, underline, bold. It could be underline, bold, italic. It doesn't really matter as long as these match up. And then add some text in there. And I want you to make sure that your text is both, or not both, but all. It should be bold, italic, and underlined, and it should be in a paragraph element. Go ahead and give that a shot. Once you're ready to move on, I'll see you in that next lesson.